Hi, my name is Candice Brathwaite. I am a parenting influencer. By the time you see this, I might be a published author. And I am a mother of two and also the founder of an online initiative called Make Motherhood Diverse. I am a parent of two children. My eldest, Esme Olivia, is 6, soon to be 7. How did that happen? And RJ is 2, going on 20. The 3 words I think I would use to describe how I currently feel are anxious, naturally anxious. We are going through a once in a lifetime type of situation, so very anxious. Beyond anxious though, also extremely hopeful. I don't think I could survive the former without the latter, so very, very hopeful. And also, right now, maybe it's because I'm about to publish a book, or maybe it's because I'm using this time to try and allow some creativity to blossom. I'm very, very excited about the things I can perhaps think about and plan and birth on the other side of this experience. Becoming a parent changed my life just because it did, and I know I may sound naive or somewhat ignorant. I don't think anyone knows, especially the first time round, how all-consuming this job is going to be. Like, from the minute Esme came out of my stomach, I just felt this overwhelming pressure, and so it's made me believe and understand that I'm not always the center of my own universe. It's made me very, very selfless. And now all of the things I do, I always have my children in the back of my mind about every step I take. How is it going to affect them? Is it going to better their lives even when I'm not here? It's made me very selfless in that regard. The 3 bits of advice I would give new parents is, number 1, don't listen to advice. Yeah, it can be really overwhelming. So of course, seek advice if you feel like you need it, but don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed with too many voices. I know, especially in the early days when the child's only way of communicating is literally by screaming in your face, it feels like you don't know this person. You really do. At the heart of that child, you know who they are, and you should always go with your instinct. So maybe that's my second piece of advice. Always go with your instinct, not just in parenting but in life, but especially when it comes to your kid. If you feel like something is off, or you need to go see a doctor, or you think a different way of feeding might be better for your child, go with your gut instinct. And my third piece of advice is take some pressure off. Keeping a small human alive is a full-time task, and some days just getting from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and everyone's still breathing. What's the saying? Everyone fed, nobody dead. Like, that is how you have to move some days. And don't feel like you need to do messy play and be great at weaning and can they count by the time they're 18 months old? No, some days it's just about getting through it. If I could go back 10 years, the 3 bits of advice I would give myself are to take some pressure off myself. Number 1, it's not going to happen like that. And I think because of things like social media and like Instagram, we all have this need for instant gratification. Good things take time, so I would take some pressure off myself. The second piece of advice I would have for myself is to trust my own instinct. I think it's taken me a little too long to really believe in what that thing in my gut is telling me, and I've paid the price for it once too many times. So definitely listen to my instinct. And the third thing I would tell myself is to go have some fun, cut loose. Like, the time will come when you cannot go out and drink too much anymore. Just have a bit of fun. Now is the time. The product that I found to be my savior, specifically the second time round, because we didn't have this the first time round, and now I know the difference, is a lock-in nappy scent bin. Bruv. Do yourself a favour and buy the nappy bin. That thing of trying to get a stinky nappy out of the house or letting it linger in the kitchen bin, the lock scent nappy bin, brilliant invention. The thing I could tell anyone about me that I think they won't know is that I used to be a ballroom dancer, and a pretty good one at that. So yeah, if you see me on Strictly Come Dancing in the next few years, you might be looking at a champ. Finally, the projects I'm currently working on is, of course, my book. It is called I Am Not Your Baby Mother, What It's Like to Be a Black British Mother. It's the first book of its kind within the parenting motherhood field. Terribly excited. General release is May 28th. I am working on another project, but I'm just not ready to talk about that yet. It's in my head and close to my heart. I'm working on an idea of sorts, but right now my sole focus is this book, this body of work, and trying to make it the best thing it could possibly be. You can follow me on my Instagram, Candice Brathwaite, not Brath, and I'll be there sharing my stories. See you soon.